Hello, friends. Welcome to humanology 2410. Happy Tuesday evening. Yeah, welcome. Good evening. Yeah, I took a shower this evening. So, yeah, let's do stretching. I will open the window. It's summer. Earlier today, it went all the way to 72 Fahrenheit. It was hot, yeah. But in the morning, it was quite chilly, actually. Yeah. Ah, ah, ah. Okay. Now let's do side kick as high as possible. Okay. Very good. 5 minutes break. Thank you. Woo! Good exercises. Nice. Okay. Yeah, let's get back to mathematics, shall we? Grab some drinks. Yeah. Happy Tuesday evening. All right. Let's see. which whiteboard? Some whiteboard with some room, okay? Uh, I these days room get filled up pretty quickly, so but okay. I thought about this problem or the let's start with this one, okay? So the basically what we have here, well, let me redo my hair, of course. More or less presentable. Okay, not really. This is some spot there. There. Okay. Uh, Happy Tuesday evening. Yeah, cheers. Okay. Maybe okay. What we're dealing here with is the mean-verse triangle theorem. Okay. Let's look at column three. Okay, and we have row three, row index three, row index start from two. Okay, so row index three, we have two one skip. Okay, so then entire third column is calculated. Initially, yeah, three two skip. Okay, from there, this initial vector, initial position vector. Okay, and then next position vector is previous position vector plus displacement vector, like 2 1 skip. Okay, so 3 comma 2 plus 2 comma 1, yeah, 5 comma 3. Okay, so and go on and on and on like that. Okay, just yeah. So okay, let's come up with a formula for that third column. Okay, and then we'll compare that with the third column's formula that we can calculate from alpha and omega formula. Okay, and let's see how they compare to each other. Mm-hmm. A small room here. Let's use it. Let me get some Tums, okay? Ooh, whiskey is so strong. Uh, Very small room here, but we can do it. Ooh, look at that. Look at that spot there. Gosh, I guess I'm losing my hair. Yeah. Maybe I get used to it, okay? What can I do, okay? Mm. Now, uh, let's say I throw, okay? Okay. So element E, 3I plus 1. And I should start from 2 actually. Okay. So I is start from 2, okay? Yeah. Uh this is equal to actually I let's say I start from 1. Okay. 3 plus 2 I minus 1. Okay. And this 2, this 2 is members of 2 row 3. Okay. Mm-hmm. And E is element of this triangle, this matrix, okay? 3I plus 2 is equal to 2 plus 1 times I minus 1. Okay? Which is 2 plus 1. We got it from 1 inverse rule 3. Okay? Now, gosh, I'm so hungry. Okay? Yeah. After I came back from work today, yeah, I did not take a nap. I just took a rest. After brushing my teeth, I went to my bedroom and lay on my bed, just watching some random stuff in the internet in my cell phone. Yeah, like some nice songs, Wikipedia about nice songs that I heard in the radio as I was driving back, like a British band, Eurythmic, Eurythmics. Here, here comes the rain again. Here comes the rain again. Okay, charismatic. Yeah, yeah. 1983, the third album. Okay, United Kingdom. Yeah, British band. Oh, charismatic. So I read about that song in the Wikipedia. Okay, nice. The other band who sang "Sweet Dreams Are Made of This." I do not like that song. That's too negative. Okay, but "Here Comes the Rain Again." I love that song. Okay, it's a romantic song. Okay, very charismatic, philosophical, poetic. Ah, I love that song. Ah, nice. 5 minutes better. Okay, there you. Yeah. Okay. Hmm. Well, another song was similar song. I wear my sunglasses at night. I love that song. But I have not looked it up yet. I will. Maybe tonight. I don't know. Yeah, but I can wonder who sang it, okay? Yeah, I appreciate musicians, okay? All right. Cheers. Hmm. So this is from the our Minverse triangle algorithm. Okay, Minverse triangle theorem. Yeah, this formula is from that. Okay. Now let's drive formula from the alpha and omega recursive formula. Okay, for third column. Okay. Okay. That one we need a new whiteboard. This space not good enough. Okay, so uh yeah, I need some whiteboard with some spaces. Okay. Yeah. Got some space. Yeah, some delineation, then this triangle will be safe. Yeah, it does look like pyramid, which is cool. Okay. Alpha and omega formula. Okay, 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 okay. So we are talking about third column. Mm-hmm. Okay, okay. Oh, but I had to make some correction over there. That element, it need to have superscript because it's third column element. Okay. Ah, okay, we're good now. Okay. Cheers. Mm-hmm. So E element, third column, uh, 3i plus 1. Again, I is 1 or more. Okay. Okay. So argument of members function is 3, and row base is 3i plus 1. And according to alpha and omega formula, alpha 3, omega 3i plus 1. So 3i plus 1, row 3 is 1. And members alpha 3 times omega 3i plus 1 plus 1 divided by 3. Okay. Cheers. I'm excited. Okay. Comparison between the results of two different algorithms. Okay. My guess is that those two algorithms are related. Okay. Okay, so we have 2 members, row 3 times 3i plus 1 divided by 3. Okay. Okay, they quite look different actually. Okay, so huh. Well, this becomes 2 members 3i plus 2 members 3 plus 1 divided by 3. Now, is that equal to uh, from inverse triangle theorem, we have 2 inverse 3 times I. Yeah, that part is same. Then plus 3 minus 2 inverse 3. Okay, that means, okay, 2 inverse 3 plus 1 divided by 3. Is this equal to, with this two, the first terms they cancel out, but they're the same. Okay, so is this equal to 3 minus 2 inverse 3? Maybe we came up with another formula, huh? Okay. Let's multiply, okay, and pass things over, and then minus 3. Okay, so 4 times 2 inverse 3. Is this equal to 9 minus 1? 8. Well, 2 inverse 3 is 2. Yeah, so it is same, but the thing is, they quite look different. Maybe they're remotely related. What do you mean by they? The Minber's recursion theorem and Minber's triangle theorem. Okay, they just look so different. But there's possibility that we may discover another formula. Okay, another equation, general equation based on this. Interesting. I've not seen this before. You know. Okay. Mhm. Uh, to decode this, 4 came from like 3 plus 1, okay? 8 came from 3 times 3 minus 1. Okay? Mm-hmm. Okay. Hmm. Okay, it's not that easy. Wow. Wait a minute. Oh, okay. Just a little more algebraic manipulation in different way. Let's put this one up there, numerator of the fraction. Okay. No, it's not obvious tomato. No, no. That just looks so different. But let's just continue for fun. Having fun with algebra. Okay, because same thing. Okay, okay. Okay. Let's take 5 minutes break. What? I'm not quite sure what's going on. Huh. I do not know. There you go. 5 minutes, thank you. Let's put this behind us, okay? So, yeah, it's more difficult than I thought. Okay, I thought they are related. Maybe they are, but it's like it seems they are remotely related, not directly related, like remote relatives. Okay, that's what it seems to me. It's not quite mutually derivable, not easily. Okay, yeah. Now let's talk about something else, okay? Yeah, we didn't know my tips for tonight. So, like in the internet, some interesting articles, okay, like random stuff, like cricket farm. What is cricket farm? Okay, this what insect species known as house cricket in Asia. I actually had them as pets when I was in elementary school. Okay, uh, they're in South Korea too. Okay, so yeah, I caught them in the wild in the park and put in a glass jar for 붕어, 금붕어. What is 금붕어? That's a goldfish. Okay, in Korean word. Yeah, not filled with water though. Just some soil, tree branches, whatever, some hiding spot for the crickets. Then because they're nocturnal, okay? And they make sounds, loud sounds, okay? But it's very beautiful though, okay? But it's not ideal for pets because they make loud sounds at night when people are supposed to sleep. Okay, so I didn't keep them for very long, okay? It's beautiful sound though, okay? It's magical. They just rub their wings and sounds like almost like a bird. Okay, yeah, it's magical. Yeah, something like that. Okay, and I recently learned that in Southeast Asia, they actually there's some lint flying. Sorry about that. There's Southeast Asia, maybe Vietnam. I'm not sure where. Maybe Thailand. They actually farm house crickets. Okay, for what? To feed pet animals like it could be toad, frog, lizard. So it's a niche market, okay? But not many people have iguana, lizard pet, or toad, frog pet. Not many people do that, okay? But those amphibians or reptiles, they're very picky about food. They only eat live insects. Okay, so that's why it's a good niche market. Live crickets, okay? Yeah. Also, some other application of cricket farming. Yeah, cricket, they high in good protein, and so uh, they basically harvest the crickets and then make it into powder, dry it, and then feed to fish, animal feed, okay? Like aqua farming, or general animals like chickens or whatever, farm animals, okay? Animal feed. How about humans? Some people eat them. I would. I would be very curious. When I was in South Korea, okay, I was there between like 1978 to 1997, 19 years. I was in South Korea. Uh, there's some edible grasshoppers, okay? But it's not easy to find in South Korea. I heard there are, okay, but maybe farmers market in country regions. Uh, like fried edible grasshoppers. Okay, I heard about it, but I never had a chance. But I would love to try. I'm sure it's very crispy, crunchy. Yeah. Mhm. What's even more surprising is their housefly farms. But that's even more niche market, okay? Because common housefly carry a lot of pathogens like bacteria, salmonella, whatever, okay? But their larvae, the maggots, they tend to be cleaner than flies. Okay, so they use maggots in of housefly in many applications. Okay, so yeah, there's housefly farms, mega farms. Okay, Well, in South Korea, yeah, maggots. When I was young, when I was in elementary school, my parents and his friends, their friends rather, and their children, we went to fishing. Okay, we used maggot. So our parents bought maggots as a bait for fish in the river. We used maggots as bait. So I guess there's some housefly farms in South Korea. Okay, yeah, to use maggots as a bait. Yes. Okay, to catch fish, freshwater fish. Okay, yeah, yeah, nice. Yeah, we did use maggots. Okay, they're kind of cute. Okay, so, but other application of housefly maggots, animal feed. Okay, yeah, with high protein, high lipid. Okay, yeah. Then Wikipedia. Okay, there's some other like cleaner species of flies that does not have any pathogens. Okay, and their maggots, yeah, more extensively used for animal feed. Okay, yeah. How interesting, right? Yeah. One particular species of flies that's more widely used as than house flies. From what I remember, I think it was some soldier fly or something. Okay, yeah. That one's cleaner than house fly. Okay, fine is back. Thank you. Walk rest. Okay. All right, let me grab some wine. Let's do story time. Yeah, I'm a Korean story, okay? Yeah, so after I transferred from science high school to regular high school, but very good kind of regular high school, 세화 고등학교 in my hometown, childhood hometown, Pampo, okay? That one is a very good one actually, okay? So, but it's not like special purpose high school, okay? So it's kind of like public high school, although it got partially funded by some private corporation, okay? So we can quasi-public, quasi-private, okay? So, and yeah, wonderful teachers there, 세화 고등학교, 세화 high school, okay? All boys school. Yeah, so first year in my high school, so in South Korea back then, like 3 years middle school, 3 years high school. I'm pretty sure today's 3 years, okay? So I was what 10th grade. Okay? Yeah. 1994. So I was 16. Teenager. Wonderful teachers, okay? But our school master, class master teacher, great gentleman, great mentor, okay? So one day he told me, okay, Honky, why can you not do ordinary things, like common task, easy things, while when you can do extraordinary things? So he kind of backhanded compliment. Okay, oh, thank you, sir. Okay, we're very close. Okay, a great mentor, great gentleman. Okay. Hmm? I brief conversation with his wife and his children too. Okay, uh, fantastic gentleman. Okay, so yeah, like you, I so also German philosopher Arthur Schopenhauer, he did talk about a lot about geniuses, okay? So in his essays. Yeah, so geniuses, Arthur Schopenhauer, German philosopher, okay? So geniuses, they like look at the sky, look at the star, but they trip over a rock on the ground, okay? So yeah, it's interesting, right? Because of my high school teacher, that one of the gentlemen, he's very well read, very well educated, great educator. Okay, yeah, scholar too. Okay, yeah. Hmm? So very well read. Okay, that gentleman is amazing. Okay, so very knowledgeable. Okay, yeah. So it's like this. Yeah, I mean, extraordinary people, right? Like geniuses. Okay, yeah, they can achieve something great. Okay, something like larger than life. But when it comes to ordinary things, sometimes they have difficult time doing it. Like for me, for example, do I think I'm a genius? In a way, okay, yeah. Let me check on my dinner. Yeah, so I mean, yeah, I think I'm a genius in a way, okay, yeah. If I flatter myself just a little bit, not too much. Yeah, if I flatter myself just a little bit, but not too much, yeah, I think I'm a genius, okay, so it's kind of like uh, arrogant in a hidden way, okay? So you sure. But look, I'm a writer, joker, comedian, okay? So yeah, so like when I was in Madison, Wisconsin, I was there for 7 years, 1997 to 2004, because my English was bad. So it took me 7 years to graduate four-year university, four-year college, okay? So because language barrier mostly, okay? It was tough to learn English. And that's not the only difficulty, okay? I had very difficult time getting driver's license. My Korean American friends and also my mother helped me to learn how to drive, okay? Yeah. Back then I was in Korean American church in Madison, Wisconsin, okay? Great Korean community there, okay? So yeah, about three people helped me out there. And then my mother, okay? About five people helped me, okay? Like in the parking lot, okay, in a shopping mall, empty parking lot, or neighborhood, quiet neighborhood, practicing how to drive, okay? Very difficult time. One of the reason is that my first car that my parents bought me is a Geo Tracker. I love that car, and I saw that car, Geo Tracker. Geo Tracker, Geo is the brand, Tracker is the model of that car. Okay, it's all American brand. Okay, back in the days. I saw one of them in Wasilla about 2 weeks ago, I think. And I was so happy to see it. Okay, that's the used car market that's still around. Okay, yeah. Quite rare though. Okay, but some people love old cars, right? Yeah, it's classic. Okay, but those old cars to maintain them, it's expensive. Why? They don't sell those parts anymore. The car parts of old models, you don't get it in like AutoZone. So they're like a custom design basically nowadays because they're older models, okay? So they're expensive to maintain, okay? Mhm. Anyway, so I was in Madison, Wisconsin between 2000, 1997 and 2004, okay? So geo-tracker back then it was quite common in used car stores, okay? Yeah. So my parents bought me one and it was stick shift. I wanted stick shift, okay? Because I went to learn that. But he was not easy to drive. It was tall, engine would turn off in the intersection or whatever. It's very tricky to drive stick shift. And me learning how to drive for the first time, so I would just fail like three times driving test, okay? So my kind of generous friends in Korean American church in Madison, Wisconsin, borrowed what a nice gentleman, okay? Yeah, kind gentleman. He let me use his car for driving test. He was like, yeah, just pass the driving test with automatic shift. And then you can practice driving with your stick shift car. Oh, thank you, sir. Thank you. So I passed, okay, with automatic shift. My friend's car, okay? Thank you, sir. He's older than me, okay? Yeah, great gentleman, okay? He was a student in Madison County University. He's about 3 years older than me, okay? Great gentleman, okay? Famous brave for Forest, okay? Yeah, more stories come. More stories to come. Yeah, time check. It's been 1 hour. Let's ventilator. Okay. Okay, so I had an interesting dream last night, okay? Several. I remember. Yeah, dream story, sure. Uh, Dream time. Okay, so, uh, first one I remember from last night is this, okay? So, there's this lady in her 70s. She's in the hospital with IV and on the hospital bed, but I gave her a massage. Okay, I'm not a massage therapist, but in that dream, I gave her a massage. Okay, and then she was able to walk again. So we went to shopping mall together, and she bought a movie. So she said, "Hey, let's watch a movie together." Okay, it's nice, very cool. Okay, yeah. But I thought at first it was a video game, but no, it was a movie. It was a sci-fi movie. Okay, okay. Another dream I had. It was like homeless shelter. Every now and then I do dream and I see a homeless shelter inside, both inside and outside in my dream. Okay, yeah. Why? Well, when I was young, or in my late teens, yeah, I did travel, but I did not have money. Kind of backpack trip, but yeah. So I sometimes I did stay in a homeless shelter as a poor traveler in America. Okay, yeah. Okay. So I have some experience with homeless shelter, okay? Good program, okay? Charity, nice. So in that dream last night, yeah, so I went to homeless shelter somehow, and mostly guys there, okay? So, but they look like very smart and very nice guys. So I making eye contact with them. Some of them are very religious, okay? So this one guy said, "Oh, hey, honky, yeah, we just met, but it's not by coincidence. It's basically by divine design of God." Okay, he's very religious guy. I remember that guy in the dream last night. Okay. Oh, okay. Interesting. He's actually a very well educated man, as I remember from last night's dream. Okay, yeah. It was a little bit, at least partially Indian, like South Asia, India. Okay, okay. Quite philosophical, religious. Okay, nice. I remember. Yeah, from last night's dream. Okay, it was nice. Yeah, and another dream from last night. There's this pool full of water. They are doing this ultrasonic experiment with some manatees. What the clicking sound is more dolphins, right? Do manatees make those sounds? I don't know. I'm not a marine biologist, okay? So, but that's what they're doing in last night's dream, okay? So, but the water in that pool was very dirty. Some organic material kind of floating. I remember that. Hmm. Yeah, but other people liked it. I didn't. What was too dirty for human being to swim in? Okay, yeah, yeah. Like manatee dugongs, right? They're very cute, very. They're in Florida, right? Yeah, they're nice. Very cute. They're very well protected there. I never been to Florida though. Okay, yeah, but it's my list of places to visit one day. Yeah. Oh, Hawaii. Never been there. list of places to visit one day. Another place, Australia, one day, okay? Be nice one day. Yeah. Also Louisiana. Yeah. One day. Another place that I want to visit, China, Thailand, Philippines. Yeah, I love to visit. Another place to visit that I want to visit in the future, Namibia or Namibia in Southwest Africa. That's where the stone flowers are. Okay. Yeah, Namib. Yeah, the desert. Amazing. It's in documentaries. Okay. Namibia is Southwest Africa. Okay. Oh yeah, beautiful. Mm-hmm. Another place to that I want to visit, Lake Baikal of Russia. Okay. Yes. It's a big lake. Now, what's that insect over there? Hmm? Just fell from the ceiling. Where is it? Oh, I see it. It's a beetle, but let's say five is gray. What? Yeah. Yeah. There got the beetle here. Okay. Okay. What else do we talk about? So let's see. Yeah, my former boss wrote me a recommendation letter, okay, so, and I was allowed to read it, okay, so he wrote about me to recommend to because that gentleman retired, okay, last year, okay, so he wrote that yeah, H. Lee is very positive person, very very positive, okay, so thank you so yes because I'm always happy, yeah, so yeah, I'm just a happy guy, okay. And when I was in the U.S. Army, okay, uh, it was AIT, Advanced Individual Training, in Fort Gordon, Georgia, Augusta, Georgia. Okay, I was there for 6 months. Okay, to learn our job as electrician for helicopters. Okay, so one of our platoon sergeants told me, okay, Specialist Lee, E4 specialist, I was okay in U.S. Army. Why are you so always happy? What's the secret? Why are you always smiling? What's the secret for your happiness? Back then, I did not quite have an answer. Okay, and back then also I was Christian. Okay, now I'm a humanologist. Okay, well, I have good influence from Christianity. I appreciate Christianity, and I thank them too. They educated me. A very positive influence from Christianity. Okay, yeah, Christian communities, both in Korea and America. Okay, thank you. So back then, I did not quite have an answer. So I said, yeah, the Lord, God, religion. Okay. That's what I told my present sergeants. Okay. But back then, that was the year 2010. So I was 32 years old. Now, 15 years later, I'm 47. Okay. I have better answer. Why am I always happy? Always smiling? It's because I continue education, I continue career development, diet exercise, healthy hobbies. It's many different things. Healthy food, good rest. Okay. Yeah, work and play. It's about balancing of these multiple things. Like human body, we need vitamin A, vitamin B, vitamin C, vitamin D, vitamin E. We need protein. We need carbohydrate. We need all those things. Okay. Many different things. It's about balancing. We need water. Okay. Yeah. This physical dimension of human body. Metaphysical dimension of human body is this. Uh, we need to have achieve happiness. First, we need to be physically healthy. Physical level, metaphysical level. That's we talk about that later. But first, physical level, we need to be healthy. We need to exercise, regular exercise, and healthy diet, and good rest. Plenty of water. Hmm? Good exercise. Earlier today, during my lunch hour, I went to a park. There are many parks. I work in Anchorage, okay? I live in Matsu Valley here, okay? Yeah, so lunch hour in Anchorage because I work in Anchorage, okay? Around noontime, okay? So I went to a park, and there are many good parks in Anchorage. Matsu Valley too, okay? Because this is Alaska, okay? Many hiking trails, rivers, creeks, mountains, you name it. Alaska has it, okay? So hiking trails, whatever, okay? We got no shortage of that. And good parking lots. So I went to a park in Anchorage, kind of midtown, okay? Only the southern part. Okay, South Anchorage, it's there the wealthy people live. South Anchorage is like Beverly Hills of Alaska, okay? That's where wealthy people live, okay? So, okay? I drove by, I don't live there, okay? So yeah, there's some nice park and it's kind of halfway between mid Anchorage and South Anchorage. Okay, that's part. But there's this insect on the wall. It's distracting me visually. Let me get that insect. Okay, so I don't want to be distracted. Okay. Oh, it went away. Okay, back to the story. It's important. Okay, yeah. Earlier today, lunchtime. Yeah, into that wonderful park. Oh, that insect again. Let me get that insect. Okay. Yeah, I was like swearing this, so it's not resting because it's been chased by this rod, so it's resting somewhere. Okay. So in that wonderful park, I went slightly off trail. It's nice next to I think it's Campbell Creek. Okay, nice creek. Yeah. So I went off trail, went to the creek, and then off trail. But there's moose trail, animal trail, moose, Alaska moose. It kind of look like a deer. Okay. Yeah, I can see. Yeah, this moose trail. It's not as nice as human trail, but I can kind of see it because I'm experienced hiker. Okay. I'm also experienced urban navigator. Okay, so I remember like halfway between Wasilla and Big Lake a couple of years ago. Yeah, driving. Okay, so went off highway, Parks Highway. Yeah, try to find my way around. Okay, so off the highway. Okay, so I looked at over there. Yeah, there's some buildings, but yeah, it looks like there should be a road behind those buildings. Okay, and there it was. Okay, so yeah, land navigation. It could be rural, forest, or it could be urban setting as a driver. Yeah, we notice those things. Trained eyes, okay? So land navigation, it could be rural, urban, semi-rural, or totally in the forest. I'm 47 years old, okay? I'm quite experienced in that, okay? So yeah, off the hiking trail, human trail, but I can see some deer trail, goat trail, whatever. In America, we don't really have that many goats, but yeah, in Alaska we have moose trail. Yeah, I can recognize that. Yeah, moose dongs, moose piles, and yeah, the kind of passage moose passes moose trail. Okay, I can recognize that. Okay, hmm? But before that, I did fall. Why? Watch this. Couple days ago, I watched this Crouching Tiger, Hidden Dragon movie clip in YouTube. Okay, after the human show. Yeah, Miss Zhang Ziyi, I guess. Yeah, the amazing main character. Okay. Uh, Michelle Yao, yes, and she's older and younger. I think her name is Zhang Ziyi. Okay, so yeah, and Mr. Juyun Fat, he the bamboo scene, like on these three branches in the movie Hidden Dragon, Crouching Tiger. Okay, yeah, like shaking, standing with two legs on this shaky bamboo tree stems. It was kind of like that, okay, but they are wire kung fu. They have these wires, okay. But when I went to that trail, I do not have this wire on my back, but these fallen trees, not that thick, quite thin, okay. So yeah, I just stand on that, okay, kind of shake your legs like this, okay. Yeah, it was fun. It was kind of like that scene from Crouching Tiger, Hidden Dragon, Bamboo Scene, okay. Yeah, but I did fall. Not too higher up, no. Just like one half a foot, 1 foot, 2 feet, 3 feet, whatever. So it wasn't ouch, but it was nice grassy area. But I did experience that and it was fun. So why did I go off trail? Yeah, to experience something new, adventure, very small adventure. I have 1 hour lunch break. Okay, so yeah, in the park, I spent about 20 minutes running, walking. Okay, maybe I spent about 10 minutes in this moose trail, that human trail, moose walking trail in that park, and it was nice. Micro happiness, right? So I was like, okay, yeah, there are a lot of fallen trees. Okay, it's Alaska. Okay, Anchorage, but still. But I was like, I fell. I was not injured. Some slight scratches like this, slightly reddened. Okay, no big deal. But I want to get out of here. But there's no human trail, hiking trail. No, and I was very hungry. I had to get back to civilization. Okay, to get some food. I can eat tree branches like moose too, Alaska moose. They're like deer, okay? They're vegetarian, herbivores, okay? So I had to get out of here. I had to get back to my parking lot, okay? And the parking lot, I had to get back to my car. And there's no human trail here, okay? So, but okay, I see some moose trail. Okay, let's follow the moose trail, okay? Some moose pile, moose dung, okay? I did not step on it. But they do not smell because they're herbivores, okay? But I still do not want to step on it, okay? I guess they smell a little bit, okay? So that's still animal feces, okay? Herbivore or not. Yeah, so yeah, I can step on it, okay? So, but yeah, it's a moose dung and moose trail. Like on the tree branch like that, okay? Yeah. So, okay. That was nice. Okay. Small things like that. Maybe for 5 minutes, 10 minutes during lunchtime. Micro adventure, micro happiness. Okay. Some other things to make me happy. Yeah, I drink alcohol in moderation. I smoke cigarette in moderation. I do singing in moderation. Okay, healthy hobbies. Every now and then I study foreign languages in moderation. Okay, and yeah, mathematics in moderation. Healthy hobbies. Okay, yeah, okay. Yeah, so micro happiness. Okay, something small like that. Okay, I got more to say about it, so we'll take 5 minutes break for rest. Okay, thank you. Sure. It's so important, okay? Small things, small happiness. Okay? Yeah. 5 minutes. Now, how much time do we have? Having too much fun, story time, okay. How much time do we have? We have 12 minutes. Uh, yeah, we got more than 30 minutes left, I guess. Yeah, so micro happiness, okay? I mean, nowadays in the news, it's too much negativity, so I don't watch news, okay? Too much negativity, okay? So in the morning, before I go to work, it's like 4 a.m., 5 a.m. around there, okay? I drive from Machu Valley to Anchorage for work, okay? So, because I live in Machu Valley, okay? It's like about 1.5 drive here, okay? So, from Machu Valley to Anchorage, back and forth, okay? One way, 1.5 hours, something like that, okay? I'm a valley commuter, okay? Machu Valley commuter, okay? So, in the morning, NPR, the morning edition, I do not, these days, I do not like that show. They're mainstream news channels, so all these negativities going on. I don't want it. I do not want it. But before that, so they start at 5 a.m. in Alaska, okay? The NPR morning edition. They start 5 a.m. here in Alaska, okay? I do not want it. But before that, this BBC in United Kingdom, Britain, okay? They're more diversified. Okay, they talk about world culture. Okay, but NPR morning edition, they always start with this American politics, federal politics. Okay, so I don't want to hear it. But nowadays, it's too negative. Okay, so I do not want to listen to that radio these days. Okay, but before that, before 5 a.m., BBC, Europe, United Kingdom. Okay, so they're more diversified. They're more about the world, more international news channel. But NPR morning edition these days, 5 a.m. They always start with American politics, federal politics, and that's why I do not want to hear it. Okay. Okay. Yes, I just turn it off when they come up with 5 a.m. Okay. I do not want to hear it. Okay? Too much negativity in federal American politics these days. Okay. So I just turn my blind eye there. I turn my deaf ears there. I do not want to hear it. I do not want to see it. I do not want to read it. No. Too much negativity there. Okay? Because I want to be happy. That's how I keep myself happy, positive, and smiling all the time. Okay? I do not want all those negativities. No. Okay? Yeah. Mhm. Even in music channel, in Alaska, we have classical music channel. Okay? I think it's a 97.3 FM. Okay? I do not want to hear this negative tone, minor chord. No. When they play it, I turn the channel to something else. Okay? I want some positivity when I listen to music, when I listen to news channel, whatever. Okay? I want something positive because I want to be happy. Okay? I do not want all those negative things going on, like minor chord in music channel, like classical music, even Mozart, Bach, whoever, I don't care. Okay. I do not want to hear anything or read, watch anything that's negative. I do not want it. I want to be happy. I want peace and happiness. Okay. In social media, I'm sorry. I apologize if I have been rude and mean. I'm sorry. Okay. But look, I'm only a human being. I have my moments. Okay. especially over the weekend. When I drank too much, yeah, some hangover. Yeah, I go through that sometimes. I'm sorry. Okay. Yeah, I'll do better. I'll be nice, okay? Yeah. I improve my character, my personality, okay? Yeah. I'll do my best. I promise, okay? Yeah, thank you. But in the internet, like social media, there are people who are very negative, okay? It's not about their race, it's not about their genders or ages, nationality, ethnicity. Some people in social media, like anywhere else in the world, maybe they're angry, jealous, or whatever. Okay, they have some personal issues, problems. Maybe they're going through a hard time. Look, I'm 47 years old. I've been through hard times too. Okay, but I tend to stay away from that. Maybe I'm being selfish. Okay, but the thing is this. Look, they can talk to therapists. They can talk to Catholic priests, confession session. I have, yeah. Have I talked to therapists? Yeah, not that many times, but yes. Yeah, or church pastors, or synagogue rabbis, or mosque imams, or temple monks, yeah, or counselors in school, or therapists in psychology, psychiatrists in hospital, counselors, you know, or their friends, or maybe if they're in real crisis, yeah, in America, 988 hotline for free. Uh, if they need to talk to somebody about their problems and issues in their lives, if they are going through difficult times, okay? Yeah, there are those wonderful people, service providers, many times for free. Okay? Yeah. But when it comes to Honky Lee, uh, as a humanologist, my recommendation is simple. Martial arts to strengthen your body and your spirit. Continuing curriculum, continuing, continuing education and career development. Healthy hobbies, exercise and diet. That's it. That's what I have to say. Just that's what helped me. Okay, yeah, I'm 47 years old. Yeah, there have been times where I need some counselors. I need to talk to somebody. And I did. I talked to my friends. I talked to my parents. I talked to my siblings, my teachers, professors, counselors. Yeah, very rarely. Psychologists, psychiatrists, very rarely. Okay, but mostly my friends, my bosses, colleagues, employers, colleagues, former employers, former colleagues, classmates, friends, uncles, aunts, friends, parents, siblings, even social media friends. Yes, yes. Okay. But the thing is this, I cannot play that role of being a counselor. Why? I'm 47 years old and I'm busy with mathematics. Yeah, my job as a lawyer, okay, Monday to Friday, okay? Yeah, I full-time job, okay? But after that, yeah, mathematics, uh, and when I do like Instagram Live during the weekends, I want to relax, I want to have some fun, okay? Socialization, okay? So, yeah, I'm 47 years old, so I apologize if I cannot serve as a counselor to solve people's problem. I'm sorry, but in human school, it's simple. Martial arts, education, career development, diet, exercise, healthy habits, love people, do not do anything illegal, immoral, unethical, be good, be kind, be happy. Healthy habits, exercise, healthy body, healthy mind, have an ambition. Yeah, education, career development. Well, so for some people, yeah, good family, but marriage, yeah, it works for some people, but not for everybody. Okay, that's a whole other matter of marriage. Okay, so yeah, some people get married and they're happy. That's great. Okay, yeah, I've seen that. Okay, but some other people, yeah, marriage is not the solution. Dating, yeah, romance is not always the best solution. Okay, it depends on people. Yeah, some people happily married, they have children, successful marriage, good, okay? But they're the kind of people who are different from me. I'm happy single guy, okay? So I cannot quite give people advice about marriage or relationship, dating. Maybe I can because I have some experience with dating and I know many people with successful marriage. Okay? Maybe I can. Okay? But in human school, yeah, we appreciate diversity. Okay? Yeah. So marriage works for some people, some other people, it does not. Okay? So you need to find your niche. In your job situation, your niche, the kind of career track. Oh, yeah, so it's just human beings, okay? Multiplicity, okay? There's romance, love, marriage, and relationship, dating. Then also there's friendship, mentorship, okay? And other parts of human life, yeah, there's exercise, diet, hobbies like academia or science, what have you. It's diversity, okay? So my recommendation too, if you happen to be younger than me, okay? I'm 47, okay? So uh uh I want you to I recommend you to have a goal, objective. It could be marriage, be a good mother, be a good father. Oh, that's great. Okay, but I'm single guy. Okay, so but as of 47 years old, yeah, I observed many people who've been married. So I actually can give you some advice about marriage or childbearing, educating your children, because I've observed many people. Okay, but when it comes to people who do not want to get married, oh, that's fine too. It depends on your background, your personality. Okay. Now, how much time do we have? Uh, we got more than 30 minutes left. Okay. Yeah. 5 more minutes. Okay. Welcome to Human School. Okay. I'm sharing with you the knowledge and experience and observation that I have been accumulated in my brain past 47 years. I'm just sharing with you. Okay. Welcome to Human School. Okay. Yeah. 5 minutes break. Thank you. Vocal rest. Right. Okay, so we'll talk about marriage. Okay, yeah, let's talk about it. Okay, so Swear and Kierkegaard is like a existentialist in Northern Europe. What country? Maybe Denmark. Or maybe Sweden. I don't know. Okay. It's been a long while. Yeah, he wrote this book in English translation, either slash or. In Korean translation, 이거냐 저거냐. Okay. So actually, yeah, my father, he talked about it a little bit when I was in high school. Okay. So because I asked him about question about marriage, of course. My father and my mother happily married. Okay. So, okay. But when I was in high school back in like 1990s, I did ask my father. He's an economics professor. Okay, now he's retired, but I asked him a question. Okay, yeah, about marriage, and he said, yeah, he quoted Søren Kierkegaard because he's very well educated, full-blown PhD from Ivy Cornell. Okay, economics professor in South Korea. Okay, very educated. My father. Okay, so he quoted this Søren Kierkegaard. Okay, yeah, Zenon Kegel from whatever Northern European country. He said, "Yeah, you regret if you're married, and you regret if you're not married. You regret either way." That's what he said. And my father quoted him to me when I asked him about marriage back in like 1990s when I was in high school. Okay, so. But my parents, they're very happily married. Okay. So, but I disagree with Søren Kierkegaard, the European philosopher of existentialism. Okay, maybe late 1800s AD, around there. Okay, I don't know. Okay, it's been a while, but I think it's too pessimistic. Søren Kierkegaard, European philosopher. Okay. Oh, you marry, you regret. You do not marry, you regret too. Okay, that's very pessimistic. Okay, too negative. I think he was suffering from some kind of clinical depression because, in my opinion, my guess is that he did not exercise. He read too much books, studied too much, so he did not have time to exercise. I think that's why he was depressed. Too pessimistic, okay? How about Arthur Schopenhauer? Yeah, I think he was depressed too. Pessimism, Arthur Schopenhauer, okay? I like his writing style, Arthur Schopenhauer, very poetic. This German philosopher, okay? But I think he was depressed because he did not do exercise. He did not do physical exercise, okay? So I think that's why these philosophers who read too many books, indoorsy, bookworm, so they do not get enough exercise, okay? So they're not healthy bodies. So I think they are too depressed, and that influence their philosophy of pessimism. I think that's what happened there in Sharon Kierkegaard and also Arthur Schopenhauer. Nietzsche too. What's his first name? Friedrich Nietzsche, German philosopher. Okay. Yeah, too much studying. Okay, too much book reading and not enough exercise. So they're pessimistic. Well, actually, Nietzsche, yeah, rejected Schopenhauer's pessimism. Good, but still, I do not think he did enough exercise. Too much studying, not enough exercise. Okay, I think that's not good. Not just for philosophers, for anybody. People need to do exercise. Okay. Also, good rest. Yeah, it's balancing act. Continuing education, continuing career development, exercise, healthy food, good rest, healthy hobbies, and some alone time, right? Yeah. Also people time too. Balancing. Yeah, some creativity. It could be music, arts, writing, acting, whatever. It could be philosophy, science, mathematics, whatever. Arts. Okay. Uh, it's all of those diversity of things. Or just watching good kind of TV shows or good kind of news. No violence, no hatred, none of those negative stuff. Okay? I do not want to watch movie or TV show about bad things like crime, violence. I do not want that. No. I stay away from it. Yeah. You need to protect yourself, both physically and metaphysically. Metaphysical universe in human world. We have music, there are good music with good lyrics and negative music, okay? Stay away from negative music. Like, we're not talking about race. No, we're talking about lyrics, the content, okay? There's some music out there about violence, crimes, drugs. Stay away from that stuff, okay? Listen to music about peace, about positivity, about motivation, dream. Okay. Yeah, about ambition. Okay. Movies, TV shows, about career development. Okay. About career revival, like Big Forest, Korean TV show. Okay. Well, career development, like yeah, House of Bluebird. Yeah, also another Korean TV show. Okay. I like those TV shows because it's very positive. It's about bright future, right? Or coming back, career revival, something going upward, improving ourselves to be better human being. Yeah, that's what humanities is. Wow. Humanities school, okay? Yeah, yeah. Okay. Yeah. In the past, yeah, fond memories, okay? Yeah, both good and bad, okay? Yeah. We reminisce, recollect, remember good times and bad times. Okay? Because it's already done. But what about the future? We want it to be better, right? Yeah. We want to be healthy and happy. Positive outlook. Okay. And we are nice to people, no matter what their gender, race, skin color, eye color, hair color, age level, ethnicity, nationality, their religions, their political views. It does not matter if you think about it. What their gender is, race, age, nationality, language, religion. Look, when I see a person, okay, uh, as long as that person is not angry, if that person is too angry, like on the road, on the highway, I stay away from them because they're dangerous. Okay? I stay away, far away from angry people because they're dangerous. They're taking time bomb. It could be in the urban city intersection, or it could be rural highway, right? Yeah, I stay away from them because they're dangerous. Maybe they're on drugs, maybe they're drinking and driving. I don't know. Maybe they're just angry. I stay away from them because I want to survive. I want to live. I love my life. Okay? Don't you? We'll take 5 minutes break. Okay, for correct. Now, time check. We're going to human school, okay? It's long lecture today. Actually, we have 1 minute left, okay? Okay, so stay away from bad people, okay? But yeah, protect yourself physically and metaphysically, okay? Yeah, stay away from bad ideologies and stay away from bad people, okay? That's what I have to say because it's been 2 hours, okay? Yeah, we'll continue next time, okay? Yeah, thank you. Be safe. Martial arts, continuing education, continue, okay? Thank you. Yeah, see you next time. It's been 2 hours, okay? Thank you.